This is my official prediction for Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou. All right, so first I'm going to go through AJ's ways of winning, how I think he can win, and then I'm going to go over Ngannou's and do the same thing. So just before we go on, I am obviously a massive AJ fan. If you know me personally, you'll know this already. Obviously, I'm rooting for AJ to win. I do really like Ngannou, but in terms of the heavyweight landscape, I want to see AJ fight Fury. I want to see him fight Usyk for a third time, now given a new trainer, a new style of fighting, kind of, back to his destroyer days. I do want to see him go on and challenge for a title and win a world title for the third time. So he'll be third time heavyweight champion of the world. Now, given that, Francis Ngannou is a really, really tough test for Anthony Joshua. I do genuinely believe that. Anybody who doesn't believe Francis Ngannou is a tough test for anybody, any heavyweight, you're kidding yourselves. Francis Ngannou is like the specimen and the peak of like the absolute human physicality. He's just like Francis Ngannou can step into any realm of combat or heavy lifting sports, or heavy contact sports or lifting, and absolutely smash it. Francis Ngannou could take 2 years out doing strongman and compete with some of the best strongmen in the world. He could do NFL, you know. He could obviously he's got MMA, boxing now, so he's a top athlete, top tier strength. And from this fight, it's going to be a battle of technique, I think, over a battle of the Titans. Obviously, AJ standing 6'6", 250 pounds of absolutely pure muscle. Same with Francis Ngannou, 6'5", 270, 275 pounds of this pure muscle. So they're both obviously extremely big, powerful men. They don't have to. Their physicality cancels each other out. AJ is super strong, super fast, and Ngannou, absolute unit of a man, super strong. Maybe not as fast, but that power makes up for the speed. And AJ's ways to win. So obviously AJ having the boxing pedigree, the background. I think if AJ is going to win, this is just from an objective standpoint. I do think he'll have to box Ngannou to a 10 round decision. Obviously, I want him to knock him out, and I do see as an AJ fan the possibility of that happening. Maybe not knock him out, but he could stop him if Francis Ngannou kind of gets hurt. I do see if AJ can pile the pressure on, how a referee might stop it if AJ is catching Ngannou clean and Ngannou just can't respond. But it's also hard to imagine that happening to Francis Ngannou when his chin is absolutely just rock solid. So yeah, AJ's ways to win objectively, jab Ngannou, use his experience, his counter punching, them type of things to, even if he doesn't go down the route of like, I want to just box him and do a boring 10 decision, 10 round split decision, 10 round unanimous decision for boxing him. He can go in there and he can box him offensively. So he can go in there, you can pick him apart with shots, throwing sneaky uppercuts, throwing right hands, just popping Ngannou where he can't get to him. But he basically, what I'm saying is he can damage Ngannou without Ngannou being able to damage him, if that makes sense. That's how I think AJ wants to go about this match. Is probably knows, even as powerful as AJ is, Ngannou is just tough, man. I don't even think Wilder could knock him out. He's just solid. On AJ's side, obviously AJ's got the speed advantage, the boxing advantage, the skill advantage now, and the experience. Kind of AJ's almost experienced everything there is to experience as a boxer, as a champion. So he'll be able to take that into this fight and use it to his advantage. Now with Ngannou, so let's talk about Ngannou's ways to winning. Obviously, I've watched him from the UFC. I'm a big MMA fan myself, so I've obviously seen him. And I said the first time he fought Fury, don't underestimate what he's capable of doing to Fury, especially when Fury is realistically a smaller man than him. Fury walks around at 290 pounds, absolutely obese, fat as fuck, and Ngannou walks around at 290 pounds like a tank and a unit. Just going online now and typing in Ngannou when he was 293 pounds. He was still relatively lean considering he was 290 pounds. That's what I'm talking about. Monster. So his keys to victory, obviously, he's a way better boxer than we thought. I just don't think the difference in this one will be AJ's a lot faster and a lot physically imposing than Fury. So he will be able to box Ngannou better because he doesn't rely on jabbing and like flicking the jab out and leaning back and using his defense. AJ relies on a stiff jab to the face, 1-2s down the middle. When he gets up close, hooks and uppercuts. The basics, no flashy shit. AJ is really good at the basics. Everybody's always says that. I believe that's how AJ can beat Ngannou. But same thing with Ngannou. Ngannou's got some decent basics considering his experience. He's got a really good like counter left hook or check left hook. He landed that on Fury a couple of times. I've seen him land it on Stipe. The last fight, he just knocked him clean out. Little check left hook, and that was it. Fight over. Ngannou can use his basics. He's got a really good jab. Obviously, he's going to have a super solid jab, right hand, left uppercut, left hook. Any punch that Ngannou throws is going to be powerful and land and thrown with intent. So when it lands, it's there to hurt AJ. And obviously, Ngannou has just got that power, that nuclear. I'm gonna shut your lights off. There's no way you're getting up from this punch power. Where if he connects with your chin, it is over. Literally, someone said on the live stream. In fact, he was on Stipe's fight when he fought him. He was like, "If this man hits you, you're dead," and that's exactly right. That's exactly right. When Ngannou hits people clean, and when he wants to hurt you, you're dead. In that Tyson Fury fight, like True Geordie said it as well. That's Ngannou at 80% of what he's capable of doing, maybe even less. When Ngannou goes in there and wants to take your head off, he will do that. He does it to everybody. He has done, 15, 20 times in the UFC. What he did against Tyson Fury was show his boxing ability, not his fighting ability. Realistically, if Ngannou wanted to go into that fight, he could have just swinged it out, landed massive body blows, tried to knock out Tyson Fury clean. Who knows how it would have gone? Tyson Fury might have been able to pick him off, or he might have got knocked out. We'll never know. But in that fight, Ngannou proved he's a good boxer, but he didn't show what he's capable of doing. This is how, when people from the boxing world say Tyson Fury had his worst night and Ngannou had his best night, you're chatting shit because if you watch an Ngannou match, he swings hell for leather, and every punch is intentful to knock you the fuck out. So when it comes to Tyson Fury fight, and he's jabbing him, trying to land body blows, coming up on the clinch, uppercutting him and stuff. That stuff's all light to Ngannou. That's just like light work. What really Ngannou is capable of doing is absolutely sending your head to the moon, and then that's it. It's gone. You're done. There's no coming back from it. That's what I think the danger is in this fight with AJ is he's now coming up against somebody who's equally, if not more powerful and stronger than himself. AJ is obviously a specimen of a man himself. He's obviously super fast, super powerful. He's kind of got that good blend of like fitness, strength, power, and speed. Ngannou he's got good fitness. I don't think he'll be able to keep up with the level of fitness that AJ's got, just because AJ can throw combinations after combination with power and speed and still have a good gas tank. Whereas I don't know as much if Ngannou can do that. We still haven't seen that in the Tyson Fury fight. He didn't do that. So in this fight, we'll find out, won't we? But he's obviously got power, strength, and physicality. So he's just a specimen of strength and as a man. So yeah, I think just sum it up. AJ's keys to victory: using experience, his stiff jab, boxing ability, and his physicality as well. AJ is just as big, if not bigger, than Ngannou in terms of stature. He's 6'6". He's probably an inch taller than Ngannou. If he walked about, like if he was a bit thicker, he'd probably walk about at 260, 272. But AJ is obviously leaner because he's a boxer. And Ngannou is obviously from the MMA background. He walks around at 270. So he's got the slight weight advantage in terms of size. But they're both just absolute mountains of men. AJ is going to use his boxing ability, his experience to try and beat Ngannou. Ngannou is going to use some of the experience he's gained, but mainly relying on his power and his strength to try and beat AJ at his own game. Also, one thing about Ngannou is the mental strength. Ngannou is one of the most mentally strong fighters on the planet. There's probably a handful of fighters who are as mentally strong as Ngannou, who want that will to win and will do anything to achieve it. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to sum up the video there. It's going to be an absolutely insane fight. As an AJ fan, I'm really nervous because obviously Ngannou he's just murderous. If you watch Ngannou's highlights, man, it is gruesome, man. You're just watching it grimacing like, oh man, that was fucking brutal. That I was watching with my nan, and my nan's like, that is just absolutely outrageous because he sends your head into oblivion, into 1,000 different pieces when he hits you. And as an AJ fan, I am scared, but then again, we know what AJ is about as well. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have had a good time and take care.